हेलो माय फ्यूचर डॉक्स, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग। सो लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था about the skull skeleton. We discussed all the skull bones which are present in whether it was the cranial region or whether it was the facial region. All right, and now onwards, let's see. First of all, this is the disassembled structure of a skull. You can see. All right, what is this? This is a disassembled structure. All right, this is a disassembled structure. So in this you can clearly see that different bones individually, specifically you can see mandible bone. All right, and this is the maxilla, upper jaw, which form the upper jaw. This you can see, this is the zygomatic bone or cheekbone or malar bone, you can say. These are the palatine bone. All right, forming the hard palate. Temporal bone, nasal bone, lacrimal bone. All right, and the most important, the largest part of the cranial bones, which are comprising of parietal bone. All right, parietal bone comprises the largest portion of the cranial region. All right, let's see onwards. What is this? These are the frontal bones. Occipital bone, last time we have missed it. All right, because we were seeing from the anterior side. So now this you can see, this is the clearly disassembled structure, so you can see clearly. All right, now this you can see sphenoid bone, ethmoid bone, vomer bone, inferior nasal concha or inferior nasal, turbinals, you can see. All right, 2 in number. And let's move on now. So this is the superior view. That means we are looking from the top. All right, we are looking from the top, and this is the posterior inferior view. That means we are looking from the back side but from the downward. All right, like if this is a face. All right, this is the nose region and all that. This is the mouth. This is funny guy, I have made it. All right, so we are looking from here. All right, so this particular direction is known as posterior inferior view. Clear? So let's talk about first about the superior view. Here you can see this is a frontal bone. All right, coronal suture. So what are these sutures? These are the joints, or you can say these are the immovable joints. All right, these are the immovable joints present between cranial bones. All right, so these are known as suture, और हिंदी में आप लोग टाँके बोल सकते हो इसको, जैसे टाँके लगे हो वैसे ही है ये, ठीक है। इसके अलावा जो कोरोनल सूचर है उसके बारे में खास बात क्या है, ये किसको कनेक्ट कर रहा है? दिस इज अ कनेक्टिंग फ्रंटल बोन विद द पैराइटल बोन. All right, so first of all, what we got first suture, that is the coronal suture. All right, connecting what to what? This is connecting frontal to parietal. All right, so let's move on to the another suture. Here you can see this suture. All right, what is this suture? This is a sagittal suture. And this is connecting to parietal bone. Parietal bone, you can clearly see here that parietal bones are forming the maximum, largest part of the side of the cranium. All right, you can see clearly from the top view that this particular parietal bone is forming the largest or maximum part of side of cranium. All right, so second suture, what we got? We got second suture, and that is the sagittal suture. All right, sagittal suture. And what this sagittal suture is connecting to? Connecting what? This is connecting one parietal to another parietal bone, because there are two parietal bone present. So this is connecting one parietal to another parietal. All right, so this might be clear to you, parietal bones. All right, there you can see a bit of apertures you will find out in both the parietal bones, and you can call it as parietal foramina. All right, these are the parietal foramina from where the particular arteries and veins get embedded to the cerebrum and all that. And this you can see another suture. There is a lambdoidal suture. Alright, and what this lambdoidal suture is connecting to what? As you can see here, this is connecting parietal to what? You can see parietal to occipital. Here you can find out this is the occipital region. Alright, this is the occipital region, occipital bone. So third suture, that is what? The third suture here I'm writing. Alright, the third suture what we got? We got lambdoidal suture. Lambdoidal suture. And lambdoidal suture connecting to what to what? This is connecting parietal to occipital. Alright, this is connecting parietal to occipital. So here you can recall one more time. Alright, we got three suture. One is coronal suture connecting frontal to parietal bone. Another one we got sagittal suture. This is connecting parietal to parietal bone. And third suture we got lambdoidal suture, that is connecting to parietal to occipital bone. Alright, this might be clear to you, and this superior view is all clear, I think. Alright, let's move on to the posterior inferior view. Here what you can see, this mainly you can here see there's a depression, or there is an aperture you can see here, right? There's a depression in aperture. This is known as foramen magnum. Alright, this is the most important thing which you can see from the posterior inferior view. Foramen magnum. What is the function of foramen magnum? Foramen magnum is a aperture present in occipital bone. Alright, what is this bone? This is the occipital bone. Here you can see, right? This is the occipital bone, and here you can see there is a aperture from where the medulla oblongata run downwards and form spinal cord. What it will form? Spinal cord. Alright, so by crossing this foramen magnum, medulla oblongata run downwards and form spinal cord. Alright, and now another thing, so what you can see here, all the things, the sagittal suture and all that you have studied already, so no need to repeat it once again. External occipital protuberance. Alright, so this is the one turbulence you can see. Turbulence, that means the projecting ridge. The particular portion which has been protruded out, that is known as occipital protuberance. Alright, this protuberance is a characteristic feature of occipital bone. You won't find it in any bone which are present in cranial region. This is, you will find it in occipital bone. Alright, and here you can see temporal bone. Here you can see mastoid process of these temporal bone, little bit projecting downward. These processes are known as mastoid process. Here you can see two more processes which are downward, alright, quite downward to the mandible region, and these particular ridges are known as styloid processes. Basically these are attachment for muscles and all that. This is, you can see there is a condyle, or there is a, you can see have you seen seesaw, right? Here you can see seesaw, like this is moreover on a surface, right? So here a particular person sit and in both sides, and this particular move on, sometime this side and sometime this side. So this particular base, alright, is here. You can see that this is forming this occipital condyle. Alright, this condyle. So in mammals, how many occipital condyle are present? So your answer will be 2. Alright, so in amphibian and mammals, the skull is dicondylic. The skull is dicondylic. As you can see here, one occipital condyle is here and another occipital condyle is over here. Alright, these are the dicondylic skull. Here you can see nasal concha, hard palate, horizontal palate, palatine, mandible, vomer. Alright, so the most important thing what we got from here, this is the foramen magnum, this particular external occipital protuberance, and the sutures. All right. So this slide is all about the sutures and some specific key points about the occipital bones. All right. So let's move on to another slide.